Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 easy and quick fall recipes that I know you love. We're kicking off the first day of fall with pumpkin spice everything. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing before you go. Happy official first day of fall. I felt like today was the perfect day to film a recipe video and give my kitchen that autumn smell. It's been a while since I've done a recipe video, so the first thing we are going to make is a delicious pumpkin bread. One tip is when baking, have everything ready with measurements ready to use. As always, all of the ingredients along with the exact measurements will be listed in the description down below. So we are going to start combining the dry ingredients first. In a bowl, I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Feel free to use any flour of choice. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And now we are going to use our favorite fall spices, and this is when it gets exciting, when you smell fall in your own kitchen. We're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ginger, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. If you want that extra kick, you can do half a teaspoon, but I just think that the ground cloves is really strong, so I usually do a 1/4 teaspoon. Let's whisk this until combined and set aside to start working with our wet ingredients. Into a clean and dry bowl, we are adding half of a cup of vegetable oil. This will keep our bread moist longer, followed by 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar and a half of a cup of lime brown sugar. Feel free to use regular brown sugar as well. And now let's combine this a little bit before we add the rest of our ingredients. At this time, you can preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now to our sugar and oil mixture, we are adding 2 eggs at room temperature, followed by our pumpkin puree and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk this a little bit and then add a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm using whole milk today, but you can use half and half or any type of milk of your choice. After everything is combined, let's add our dry ingredients, and this we are going to do it in batches, and do not overmix your batter. In a 9x5 pan, I'm going to spray my pan. You can use parchment paper. I don't have at the moment, so make sure that your pan is completely covered with your oil or butter and pour your delicious pumpkin batter. We are going to bake it for an hour. Now it's time for our homemade pumpkin spice syrup. This will last 2 to 3 weeks in the refrigerator, ready to make a delicious latte, a favorite cocktail, and much more. This is really simple to make, so you are going to add 2 cups of water to a pan, followed by 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/3 of a cup of pumpkin puree. This was the remaining of the can we used for our pumpkin bread, so we're not wasting anything here. Next, we're going to add our spices. We are starting with 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and half a teaspoon of ground cloves. And last but not least, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We are going to whisk this up until combined, and we are going to wait until it starts to boil in a medium-high heat. In the meantime, our pumpkin bread has been in the oven for 40 minutes, and what I like to do so that the top won't keep on getting more color or getting brown, I like to cover it with aluminum foil for the remaining 20 minutes. Now our syrup is boiling and we are going to bring it down to low heat. You're going to Whisk and let it there for around 5 more minutes. Now that our syrup is done, I don't have a cheesecloth, but I think that this is a good way for you to get the syrup without any residue. I really don't like to feel any residue when I make a pumpkin spice latte. It always has a little of bits even if you put it in a strainer. So this is like a pantyhose material, really thick. And with this, you're going to get a perfect syrup without residue, and we have like a butter or a pumpkin spice spread. And this you can combine it with cream cheese and you'll have a pumpkin spice cream cheese for your toast or bagel in the mornings. Again, we are not wasting anything here. This homemade pumpkin syrup is ready to use. Just put it in your fridge and it's good to be used for up to 2 to 3 weeks. And at this moment, I just removed our pumpkin bread from the oven, and this kitchen, as you might know, smells amazing. Next is a signature cocktail. If you love margaritas, you'll want to try this one this fall. And of course, we're going to use our homemade pumpkin spice syrup for this one. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to cover the rim of our glass with a lime wedge. And I have a combination of sugar and ground cinnamon for the rim. We're going to cover the whole rim with this one. To start, we're going to add 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, followed by 1 ounce of our pumpkin spice syrup. Then half of an ounce of your favorite orange liquor. I'm using Grand Marnier. And 1 ounce of your favorite tequila. Add ice and give this a shake for 10 seconds. Pour it into your glass, garnish with a slice of lime. I'm adding a sprig of fresh thyme, and enjoy a delicious fall cocktail. I hope you like these 3 quick and easy fall recipes. If you recreate them, please let me know. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more. Please follow me on Instagram at Inspiration by CP. God bless you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy fall!